Hello friends, I'm Kumar Das. Once more welcome back to my YouTube channel Shadowbyte. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate my new Python project, which is voice automation using Python. What this project actually do is when you run the code of this project, an interface opens, and on that interface there you will see an option start listening. On clicking on start listening, when you say open then any application name, it will open that application immediately. But before showing the demonstration of this project, let me say one thing. I'm extremely sorry for the delay of this video. I should have made this video 4-5 days back only, but what actually happens is, although I made the code 4-5 days back, but code was having some bug and errors also. Initially when I fixed the error and the project ran properly, I was facing some serious bugs. That is, the voice receiver was not working properly. Even though mic was good enough, but it was not catching the voice properly. It was having some delay. After fixing that bugs, I faced another bug, that is, after saying open any application, it not recognizes my voice immediately. It was taking 4-5 second delay, then it was taking the voice properly, which was another bug which I thought I should fix it. And there are many more bugs which I was keep on fixing, and after the 5th trial I finally fixed almost all the bugs. And before making the video, I was making sure that the code was running properly, project was working fine, and after making sure that project was working fine, I am finally making this video. And doing all these things make the video late, and once again I am saying extremely sorry for the delay of this video. Okay, so that's all about why this video was delayed. So without any further delay, let's start the demonstration of this project. So friends, first thing first, at first you need to download the zip file of this project. Link to download the zip file of this project will be given in the description below, from where you can download it. And this is the zip file. After downloading it, you need to extract it. Just right click on extract here, and it will be extracted. For your case, it may be in downloads folder, but for mine it's in desktop, and I have extracted it, which is this. Then you need to install these libraries to see which libraries you need to install, and install them by selecting all the libraries and then copy paste it on command prompt. So these are all the libraries you need to install, and as you can see by reading the instruction, in Windows, if PyAudio fails to install, then you need to install the PyAudio in this manner. Okay, so now open command prompt. Here type cmd, press enter. Now go to that text file again, which is install these libraries.txt file. Now just select all this up to this, press Ctrl C, copy. Now here paste it in this command prompt. Within few seconds all the modules will get installed, but for my case, as it's already installed, so it's saying requirements already satisfied, something like that. So it's done now. Okay, keep the command prompt open, don't close it now. Why? That I will say later. Now just close this txt file. Now here you can see another txt file which says instruction.txt. You should read the instructions before running the code of this project. Here what I have mentioned is what engines are used in this project to recognize the voices. You can see Google Online engine, then other is Vosk offline, Whisper offline, and also faster Whisper I have added. And here all the features, you can see how this project is recognizing your voices and all, what type of recognizer I added, and many more. And on this notes I have mentioned the necessary things which are required for this project. And just like my previous video, this project also need to have FFmpeg installed on your system, and I have added the link to watch the video to install the FFmpeg here in the file. Clicking on this, you can see how to install FFmpeg on Windows. Also I have added another link here to download the Vosk models. Okay, so now let's proceed with the project. Now open that extracted file. Now here you first need to test that all of your mics are working properly or not. For that you first need to click on this mictest.bat. basically this is the batch file for running this file, this Python file, and the main project file Python code is this one, which is voice launcher using GUI preload.py, and this is the batch file for running this actual project. But before running the actual project, let's test the mic. if this thing appears, that is which you can see Microsoft Sound Mapper input, Microsoft Array Realtek, all these thing, if this appears, then you can make sure that all the audio inputs are working absolutely fine. Just close this. Now click on this batch file which says voice launcher with GUI preload.bat. You can see this code by opening it through ideally Python 3.12. By the way, I have forgot to mention one thing. You should have at least ideally Python 3.12. Below version may not support this project properly, what I feel. Okay, I'm not launching it from ideally, I am launching it from this shortcut. The zip file will be available from the description. You can see the code from there, but for now I am not showing the code. I'm directly launching the shortcut. It's opening, so this interface opens. So now let me show you how to configure all this. Let's first test the mic. So microphone opened successfully, which means the mic is working fine. Now first you need to configure all these apps, I mean all the apps which you want to automate. So the best practice for doing all this thing is whatever apps you want to open it automatically by saying open that application name. You need to select all those applications, I mean you need to move all those application launcher to the desktop. It will be easier to map the application launchers if you move the launcher, all the application launcher to the desktop. How to do that? Like I have, you can see the launcher shortcut of Microsoft Word, then Excel, then PowerPoint. All these things are in the desktop. Even Filmora 14, OBS Studio is in desktop. I will configure all these to this project and show you how this project works. And the best engine for running this project is the online Google engine. It recognizes the voice fastest speed. Other models are also good, but this is the best. Others are good if you are not having internet on your system, proper internet connection. In that case only use the offline models. Otherwise online Google model is the best. Anyways, now let's start configuring the apps. So first let's configure Chrome. Let's type CHROME Chrome. Now here you need to mention the path. Now first open the command prompt, I mean reopen the command prompt that I was initially saying not to close, and this is why the reason I'm saying not to close. So search, look for the Chrome. This is the Chrome application. Just drag it to command prompt. You can find this thing. Just select all these things except the double inverted commas. Control C, copy and paste it here in this Windows command path, as this is the Windows system, so Windows command path. By the way, this project is cross platform, so it should work on even Mac system and Linux system as well. Okay, I have pasted it. Now click on add update app. Now let's test this first, then I will add other application as well. Okay, so hopefully this mark is working fine. Now let's test it. Open Chrome. See the application, this project is working absolutely fine. Now let's add some more app and see if it's working fine or not. Now let's add File Explorer. Now the best way to add File Explorer is just copy this thing, Control A, Control C, copy this file location, I mean the Explorer app location, open the UI and here first write File Explorer, and then in this Windows command path just select the whole path, delete it and paste the File Explorer path in this way. Then again click on add update app. In this way let's add some more application. Open that command prompt thing, delete all this, drag Microsoft Edge. Now copy the launching location, I mean this thing except the inverted commas. Okay, this way just select it, Control C, copy, paste it in the Windows command path, and on the app name is space to write just Edge, add update app. Again click on add update app. Let's add Filmora, and in the same way just open command prompt, drag Filmora, but before dragging like I did earlier, delete okay, it's not deleting. Anyways, drag Filmora here, copy the Filmora opening path, Control C, copy, open the GUI again. Here in this Windows command path just paste the Filmora opening location, add update app. Okay, Filmora is also added. Now let's add OBS Studio. First delete thing. Okay, it's so easily. Anyway, okay, OBS Studio location added. Yeah, Control C copy. Here in the app name, type OBS Studio. Windows command, in this Windows command path, or we paste, then add update app again. Okay, so we have configured 5 application. Let's add some more. Let's add word. See, I know the video is too long, but in this long video I am showing the exact process of using this project to automate application opening. Basically, I'm showing you the process how to run this project. So now let's add Excel. Excel, Microsoft Excel. Copy, paste the Excel opening path. Add update. Let's add PowerPoint. First, let's type the name PowerPoint. Go back and command prompt again, delete this whole thing. This is it, PowerPoint. Just drag, select it, and yes, again paste this. Don't add update app. PowerPoint is also added now. One last thing I want to add is VLC media player. You name it simply VLC instead of writing the whole name VLC media player. Simply write VLC and when command prompt again, add the VLC opening link. This prompt best way to add shortcut. Other ways are also there, but this is the best way and the easiest way to add the application shortcut. Add update app. So I have added many application. Now let's see if each and every application opens properly or not. So it's time to test the code even in better way. I am selecting the default Google online engine. You can try other engines as well. That also I will show you later in this video only. Okay, so let's click on start listening. Open Chrome. Wow, Chrome successfully opened. Open Word. Microsoft Word successfully opened. Open Edge. Microsoft Edge successfully opened. Open PowerPoint. Microsoft PowerPoint successfully opened. Open Excel. Microsoft Excel successfully opened. Test other applications also. Open File Explorer. File Explorer successfully opened. Open OBS Studio. Even OBS Studio successfully opened, as you can see. Open VLC. Even VLC media player successfully opens, as you can see. Now let me show you a offline model also, so that you can know that how this offline model works. Best offline model I feel is this faster whisper. Vosk model is also good, but let's test the faster whisper model. If you want me to test other models, then comment down below. I will make separate video for it. This video is already very long. Anyways, let's continue. I'm selecting the faster whisper offline model, the small model I have selected. Now let's click on start listening. It will load first. Open Filmora. What's happened? Anyways, open Filmora. It's okay. It works. By the way, I have forgot to show the Filmora opening in Google, but I have shown it in the offline. The offline recognizer works a bit slower. That's the disadvantage of using offline, because basically it uses your system specification for opening the application. If you are using a gaming laptop which is having dedicated graphics, then this offline listener works better and faster, but mine is not having the dedicated graphics card. I mean, the laptop which I am using for running the code is not having dedicated GPU. That's why it's slow. Let's open other applications in the same way using this faster whisper. Open Edge. It's too slow, man. Okay, Edge is opened. Open Chrome. It's taking so much time. I don't know. Okay. I think it detects wrongly. Open Chrome. The offline recognizer didn't recognize my voice properly. This is the disadvantage of using offline recognizer. So the Chrome opens properly. So this is how the project works. You can see Vosk model. I will show it in a separate video. The Vosk configuration is a bit different though this offline model configuration. So yeah, this is all about this video. This is how this project works, the code works. So that's it. The video is too long, but in this I have said everything about the project, how this project works, how to configure the app. So yeah, that's it. So this is how voice automation using Python project works. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and find this video helpful, then please hit the like button. Like tag is only 50. Please help me to complete my target. And if you have any suggestions, then please write those in comments. Seeing your comments, I will make new projects in my new upcoming videos. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, then please subscribe it and tap the bell icon beside it, and on the bell icon select all to watch my latest coding related videos before anyone else. And you can also join my WhatsApp group. Link to join my WhatsApp group will be given in the description below from where you can join. So once again, thanks for watching. See you soon in my next video. Until then, stay happy, stay safe, and goodbye.